Hello everyone, I hope I am audible and visible properly. Let me have a quick tech check so that I can see whether I am audible and not. Check. Yes, I am properly audible and properly visible. Okay, just a moment. Let me adjust my screen first. Yeah, I had a little change in my technical setup, but that's fine. Okay, so here we are in this fortnightly current affairs setup, right? In which we are going to discuss 15 most important most important happening of last 15 days more precisely. So there are lots of event that is going around the country. For example, we can see the happenings of Karnataka election. We can see certain incident at the Kashmir. We can see certain incident at the northeastern front and lots of different things. Right. So out of those particular important topics, we are going to discuss two most important one and which is important. like कुछ important topics में से एक वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स है जो अभी recently आया है. So don't miss that. It's a very important topic and you have to figure it out whether that is उसके जो भी requirements होती हैं, जो भी उसके इंस्टीट्यूशन है जो पब्लिश करते हैं, जो भी रैंक वन है, रैंक लास्ट है, इंडिया का क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. Okay, so without any delay, let's start with we are having Manipur violence. I'm pretty sure you have heard this particular incident, bad incident actually, that is happening in the northeastern front of India. That is Manipur violence. Manipur is one of the state of India जहाँ पे कुछ local tribal dispute चल रहा है local population के बीच में, and that dispute actually led to one of the particular major event, that is Manipur violence. Okay, the thing is कि insurgencies or kind of violence for the northeastern state is not a new thing. The thing is कि वहाँ का tribal culture, the local administration, the social customs of local people, they are quite difficult to understand and they are not very much friendly with each other. So if there are like tribe number one, है ना, which is saying X stand for Y, right? And tribe number B is saying A stand for B. Might be ये दोनों के दोनों इक्वेशन जो है वो एक दूसरे के लिए क्या हो, अच्छे हों, right? But I'm pretty sure that they are not going to accept each other's equation, each other's acceptance at any cost. क्योंकि उनके अपने social customs, उनके अपने religious customs जो है वो बहुत different है. Okay, so recently Manipur violence हुआ, until the last news I get, the last update I get from the official Twitter accounts of the officials and जो भी government authorities हैं, 54 people were there, जो कि जिनकी death हो चुकी है उस violence में. Lots of different markets are being closed, burned, lots of vehicles are being burned, and this particular condition is continuously bad. But before this particular session, abhi kuch aadhe ghante pehle I was reading news and the things were actually coming to the normal. The military and the soldiers are doing the flag march. Some of the shops get open in the morning. Some people actually decided not to get into the violence. Some people decided to get back into the like normal life. So things are getting better. Pray for the condition कि मणिपुर जल्दी से जल्दी क्या हो जाए, ठीक हो जाए. Right, so let's discuss what is happening, क्या दिक्कत चल रही है, what are the conditions. So the thing is कि the problem is with the distrust and insecurity between the majority and minority. I mean, think about it. There is a tribe or there is a kind of culture which is in majority in Manipur, and there are some particular cultures which are having lesser population. For example, Meeti community, right? It accounts approximate 53% of total population. Correct. जो last data है अपने पास, last census data, that is saying 53% of total population of Manipur, वो they are demanding to be in the scheduled tribe category. So ये continuous demand जो है आज से नहीं कई सालों से बनी हुई है. And if in any case this particular things happen, the other communities which are in minority, they are fearing of having not a normal life. I mean, they are thinking like कि अगर this particular community gets into the scheduled tribe reserve category, then the other minority will have to fight for the jobs, for the college admission, for other benefits like political benefits like elected seats or like thing. Okay, so the thing is कि the community who counts for 53, I am telling you the last census data, है ना? It is written at least 50% क्योंकि वो है लगभग उतना, and they are majority like majority of them are being concentrated in the Imphal Valley. Others are expanded into the different parts. So the Metis community is demanding to be inclusion in the scheduled tribe category for years. अब अगर ऐसा होता है तो they will get certain reservation for the jobs, for the institution, colleges, for the political seats, etc. And the other particular communities, they are not very happy, they are not very secure, and they are not very much like what we can say friendly about this because they think if they will get this kind of designation or category, then the others will lose their job or the opportunities that they are going to get. Okay, and why this particular thing actually happened last month, Manipur High Court asked the state government to consider the petition for the Medi community's demand and decided on it expedition. So the thing is, ki Manipur High Court says that, come on, consider this demand and tell us how we can do this and what are going to be the consequences or what are going to be the outcome of this particular thing. When this kind of order came into the picture, the other tribal communities started having a bit kind of resistance, a bit kind of like not a trustworthy or distrust issue जो था वो सामने आया, and that is how this particular violence started. What was the immediate cause? What was the immediate event that turns out into the violence? That was quite simple. On the last Tuesday, lots like thousands of tribal people from the hilly districts, like minorities, है ना, they participated in a like all tribal student union march. So that is known as ATSUM. That is the institution that we are talking about. This is All Tribal Student Union of Manipur. So they had called a march जिसको उन्होंने बोला the tribal march, और उसको उन्होंने क्या किया, इस particular demand के oppose में उस march को उन्होंने continue किया. The thing is कि they called for the march was going good, but the Wednesday afternoon some particular district had some event of a clash between the different group of people. So minority group of people and majority group of people, they were not very friendly with each other, and minorities were having the march. And suddenly that turns out to be the violent. They started having clash. हाथापाई शुरू हुई, हाथापाई थोड़ा बहुत चल के मारपीट में शुरू हो गए, and ultimately that violence turned out from there. So there were two particular districts जो जहाँ से start माना जाता है, that is Vishnupur, and another one is Chachanpur. And events are getting critical. Events got critical क्योंकि बहुत सारी जगहों पे अलग अलग इवेंट रिकॉर्ड हुए. फॉर एग्जांपल बहुत सारे चर्चेस जलाए गए, बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूशनल रिलीजियस या सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशंस को हम पहुंचाया गया. Then lots of people died in the violence, lots of cars, lots of vehicles are being burned. Some of the reports are saying कि स्टूडेंट जो कॉलेज है, जो कॉलेज इंस्टीट्यूशंस है वहां पे स्टूडेंट्स को अलग अलग कम्युनिटीज के टारगेट करके क्या किया गया, उनको मैन हैंडल किया गया, उनके साथ मारपीट की गई. दैट small incident turned out to be a large scale violence, and government has to step in, and the authorities took certain very much likely steps that were supposed to be taken. For example, the borders has been sealed, the internet has been cut off, right, and the like any kind of rumor or any kind of person who's creating any kind of nuisance, right, ये सब के सब या तो डिटेन हो रहे थे या गवर्नमेंट ने ऑर्डर दे दिया था, राइट, कि भैया जो भी परेशानी करे, जो भी आग लगाए, जो भी, if somebody is doing any kind of violence or something, shoot on sight, right? We cannot tolerate any kind of this violence or any kind of this event. Yes, criminal justice, it's going on like from last 1 week. So thank God. The things are getting normal, huh? अब चीजें थोड़ा थोड़ा करके normal आ रही हैं. And this particular things came into the picture for now, like last 1 hour back when I read the news, the things are getting into the normal. Some shops are being open and people started getting into the normal life. The thing is, 12 out of 8, 8 out of 12, sorry, districts were under the curfew 144, and that is not a good condition. from last few years, the central government and the northeastern state governments had lots of different pacts, had lots of different effort to make sure that there is peace between different tribal communities, peace between the states. They actually try to solve lots of border disputes between the state, and when they are improving, right, this kind of event is actually not welcome. So hope for the best in coming time, in coming days, this thing get normal. And that is what the Manipur violence was. Now, what is the concern regarding your क्लैट एग्जाम प्रिसाइजली सबसे पहले इस बारी मैंने थोड़ा सा चेंज किया आई डिसाइडेड दैट वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट द एंटायर फैक्चुअल इंफॉर्मेशन right, we will discuss some of the part, for example, which part or which particular constitutional article or any particular law actually is involved in this kind of dispute. For example, if one state is having a dispute with another state in any form, like water dispute of river dispute, or the border dispute or any kind of dispute, what is going to be the section, or sorry, article or constitution or law that is going to take care of it? So then, who is currently, like, this is a tribal affair, so who is currently working as the tribal minister of the central government? Who is the current chief minister of Manipur, because he is the authority, he or she is the authority, and lots of different things. These are the direct questions जो आपके CLAT एग्जाम में सीधे तौर पे पूछे जाएंगे. Apart from that, is there any kind of a recent development between tribal communities, like कुछ पीस हुआ हो, या हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट के डेवलपमेंट के लिए पीसफुल डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन के लिए कोई नया इनिशिएटिव लिया है, और एनी अदर काइंड ऑफ थिंग? So just make sure to find out those initiative, find out those articles, and write down in your notes. Okay, let's move to the next topic. The next topic is criminalization of politics. Yes, recently we get the news, like abhi ho gaya usko ek mahine se zyada. The news was about the suspension of suspension of Rahul Gandhi from the parliament, because he get like 2 years imprisonment from a local court in Gujarat in a defamation case. है ना? हम वो डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे कि 2019 के इलेक्शन रैली के टाइम पे क्या किया गया था, and what happened and what was the statement. That is the court's view. First he went to the same court, right, and it wasn't giving any kind of relief. Then he went to the high court, and the things are going on. We are not going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. The recent report from the Association for Democratic Reform. So this is the institution which recently published a report about how many percentage, how many numbers of candidates are having a criminal record, which political party is having more number of criminals, which particular politician is having largest number of criminal records, and all of this. Right? This report comes just before the election of Karnataka, right? And this is going to have a bit impact. Apart from that, the law, the constitution, our administrative system, all of them wants simple one particular thing, that there is no criminal minded person should be in politics. Politics is one of the particular noble is supposed to be done for the noble cause, है ना? According to Dr. Ambedkar, ये एक सेवा कर्म होता है. So हमें क्या करनी है? सेवा करनी है. So if there is any kind of criminal background person, right, then it's not going to be a good thing. Apart from that, political party, this particular report also gave information about this, that how the political party utilize, how the things get into the picture, and what are the causes that criminals are in, like this क्या कहना चाहिए, are in politics. Like for example, the political party uses the muscle mass of the criminals, right, to gain the vote. Apart from that, some of the criminals are having great impact or great influence in their local community, especially the caste wala thing. So lots of different things are the reason why these particular criminals are in politics. So let's find out the reports first. According to the data from Association of Democratic Reforms, right, the number of candidates with the criminal charges elected to Parliament in India has been increased since 2004. Yes, 2004 में जितने मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट क्रिमिनल रिकॉर्ड के साथ थे, अभी के टाइम पे ज्यादा है. क्या है? 2004 में there were 24% member of parliament which were having the pending criminal cases. In 2019, the data rises to 43%, so almost double. Right. Yes, that is something which is a bit, you can say, problematic for us. Uh, in February 2023, there was a petition, and there was some particular data that came out that it has been increased to 44% when its number of MP declared the criminal cases since 2009. So 2009 से 44% increment तुम्हें देखने को मिलता है. Out of 2019 Lok Sabha election, 159 MPs had declared serious criminal charges against them, including rape, murder, attempt to murder, kidnapping, crime against women, etc. These are something which are not at all welcome when it comes to politics. Apart from that, the report also said the Congress candidates are having high number of criminal cases against them, including the serious criminal cases. While 55% of Congress criminal candidate have declared the Congress candidates have declared criminal cases. 31% have serious criminal cases. BJP 30% candidates have serious cases. Now this is about the recent Karnataka election, and it's not about 2019. But these are the some basic data जो हमारे पास है. Now, let's get into the legal provision and some major part जो इस particular type of incident में role play करते हैं. The thing is कि Law Commission once submitted the report that was known as 244th report, which was telling that there is a criminalization of politics. So Supreme Court was like recommended the disqualification of those candidates who has charge sheets filled against them. But again, वो अभी तक practice में regularly नहीं आया है. Now, if we are having criminal charges, like a candidate is having criminal charges, the disqualification can be on different grounds. For example, there is an act known as Representation of People Act 1951. This is the same act through which the Rahul Gandhi is being disqualified from the parliament. है ना? ध्यान रखिएगा. Just to make sure कि अगर कभी question आया तो याद रखेंगे. So it's section 8 is saying कि any particular candidate who got the jail for 2 years or more than 2 years, yeah, right? That means this person can be disqualified from the from the member of parliament. Apart from that, like गोरा कमेटी जो थी 1983 की, उन्होंने क्रिमिनलाइजेशन ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स को रोकने के लिए एक पर्टिकुलर ऐसा पर्टिकुलर सेटअप सोचा था जिसमें हम ये आइडेंटिफाई कर पाए कि क्या कोई पॉलिटिकल क्रिमिनल नेक्सस है जो कि कहीं ना कहीं हेल्प कर रहा है किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को या कैंडिडेट. So this is a very serious concern when it comes to the politics and criminalization of it. Apart from that, they had some more government took some more step. For example, central government started 12 special courts in 2017 to have a fast track trial for those particular MPs and MLAs जिनके पास serious criminal charges हैं. That is also going on, but not very effective. So these are the legal provision. These are the outcomes from the report. Now, don't forget you are in the CLAT exam, so there are going to be some particular judgments जो आपके सामने regular होते हैं. So the first of its kind जो उस time पे होता है वो था Association for Democratic Reforms versus Union of India. This was the particular case in which the judgment was given that a person who is contesting election has to present the data, has to present the declaration of its all the financial properties, financial aspect, and the criminal aspect. So if he is having any kind of criminal charges, what kind of property he possesses, what kind of finances he is having, ये सब उसको देना पड़ता था. Then in 2013 there was this case Lily Thomas versus Union of India, जिसमें अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर मेंबर जो है स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में कन्विक्ट होता है क्राइम में, सेंटेंस होता है उसको प्रिजन में, तो वो इमीडिएटली क्या हो सकता है, डिस्क्वालीफाई हो सकता है. द लास्ट बिग केस दैट वी हैड सीन इन द क्रिमिनलाइजेशन ऑफ कोर्ट वाज पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट फाउंडेशन वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया 2019. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसमें ऑर्डर किया था पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को टू पब्लिश द क्रिमिनल रिकॉर्ड्स ऑफ द कैंडिडेट इन देयर वेबसाइट, सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स एंड न्यूज़पेपर. कोर्ट ने इस पर्टिकुलर जजमेंट में इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया को भी बोला था कि टू क्रिएट अ प्रॉपर फ्रेमवर्क to ensure that the information on the candidate's criminal record is supposed to come to the public knowledge, to the public eyes effectively. So these are the major judgments. And when it comes to like ending of criminalization of politics or limiting it, that is very simple. We have to find out some of the ways. जैसे first is Election Commission of India को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा power देना. Yes, Election Commission of India is supposed to conduct free and fair election, right? Independent and fair election, and for that we have give more and more power to Election Commission of India. Apart from that, the appointment of Election Commission of India is supposed to be independent of any kind of influence. One of the judgment recently took by Supreme Government said, right? For example, they said the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and two other election commissioners are not going to be directly done by the president by the recommendation of cabinet. It is now going to be recommended by a committee, high-powered committee that is going to have Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and Chief Justice of India. They will consider the name, they will discuss the name, then they will recommend the name to the President of India, and then he or she will appoint the Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner of India. Apart from that, there is some sense of awareness that is supposed to be created in between the public, the voters, whether to like how to vote for the best candidate. Are we supposed to vote for a person who is having criminal charges, etc. So here you are going to see the Public Representation Act. You are going to see the Election Commission and their concern. You are going to see the Karnataka election. You are going to see the report outcomes, and apart from that, some of the major cases, they are the direct question for your exam. So these were the two major particular topics जो कि इस उसमें थे. The thing is कि Karnataka election is one of the major topic और ये उससे related था. Election result are going to come after the election, but before that, whatever we should know and whatever we should concern for our exam, that is the topic. Manipur violence was one of the major topic. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वी हैव सम मोर टॉपिक जो कि आपके न्यूज में रेगुलर होते हैं जो हम क्लासेस में डिस्कस करेंगे. लेट्स डायरेक्टली गो टू ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन, राइट? सो ये वो पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन है जब आप क्या करेंगे, आप क्वेश्चन का आंसर करेंगे, राइट? एंड आंसर करने के अलावा यू विल जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट यू आर सेइंग ए बी सी डी एंड विथ प्रॉपर लाइक question reading and answer so that we can have the good session. Okay, so let's start with what we are having. So question number one is saying what rank did India acquire in the World Press Freedom Index 2023? पूछा जा रहा है इंडिया ने 2023 World Press Freedom Index में कौन सी रैंक acquire की? The options are 166, there are 133, 153, 161. Come on. Anyone? Okay, criminal justice is saying D, that's 161. Yes, the correct answer is option number D, 161. 3rd May, राइट 1993 में यूनाइटेड नेशन जो था उसने बताया कि भैया 3rd मई जो है वो वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम डे के नाम से मनाया जाएगा और 3rd मई को ही रिपोर्टर्स विदाउट बॉर्डर, राइट, ये जो है ये वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स पब्लिश करते हैं. इंडिया 2013 में 133rd रैंक में थी एंड 2013 से 2023 के बीच में 10 सालों में इंडिया जो है ऑलमोस्ट 30 रैंक नीचे जा चुकी है एंड इंडिया रैंक 161 इन द 2023 वर्ल्ड like 2023 वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स, right? Ireland is the second position, Denmark like first position Denmark, then उसमें था, right? So we can see like the India getting into the bad shape when it comes to press freedom. Okay, 161 is the current rank. Which country is ranked number one in ICC men's test and T20 team ranking in 2023? कौन सी टीम है जिसको आईसीसी के मेंस टेस्ट टीम में और आईसीसी के टी20 टीम में फर्स्ट रैंक मिली है? ऑप्शंस आर ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इंडिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, इंग्लैंड. बताओ, बहुत इजी है. Okay, this is saying B, that's India. Okay, yes, the correct answer is option number B. Yes. इंडिया रिसेंटली ऑस्ट्रेलिया को पीछे करके आईसीसी मेंस टेस्ट में नंबर 1 पहुंच गई टी20 में पहले से थी सो करेंटली इंडिया इज हैविंग रैंक 1 इन टी20 एंड आईसीसी टेस्ट. Okay, so what is the theme of 2023 World Asthma Day? Asthma Day 2023 जो है उसकी थीम क्या थी? Options are asthma care for all, closing gaps in asthma care, uncovering asthma's misconceptions, enough asthma deaths. 2 मई मैं तुम्हें बता देता हूँ 2 मई जो है वो मनाया जाता है वर्ल्ड अस्थमा डे के नाम पर. इस दिन जो है लोग अस्थमा के बारे में ग्लोबल इनिशिएटिव फॉर अस्थमा जो है वो दुनिया भर में अवेयरनेस फैलाता है एंड हाउ टू टैकल दिस इन लाइक इमरजेंसी सिचुएशन एक्सेट्रा. सो द थीम वाज ऑप्शन नंबर ए, अस्थमा केयर फॉर ऑल. यस, जो जीना है ग्लोबल इनिशिएटिव ऑफ लाइक फॉर अस्थमा, राइट. सो दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग डब्ल्यूएचओ के साथ मिलके क्या करते हैं, अवेयरनेस फैलाने के लिए 2 मई को वर्ल्ड अस्थमा डे मनाते हैं. 2023 का थीम था अस्थमा केयर फॉर ऑल. India's first water metro services was inaugurated in which state? पूछा जा रहा है इंडिया की पहली वाटर मेट्रो सर्विस जो है वो किस स्टेट में इनॉग्रेट हुई? ऑप्शंस आर गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, केरला, कर्नाटका. अ वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. एनीवन? The correct answer is option number C, Kerala. Yes, recently Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi inaugurated India's first water metro services in Kochi. अभी ये मेट्रो सर्विस जो है वो कोच्चि से लेके 10 डिफरेंट आइलैंड जो हैं उनको क्या करती है, कनेक्ट करती है. दिस इज गोइंग टू हैव लाइक सम what we can say some like 78 different electric boats जो कि अलग अलग 5 टर्मिनल से क्या होंगी, sorry 38 टर्मिनल से ऑपरेट होंगी. and it is like sponsored by Kerala government and one of the German company with worth rupees 100 crores. So that is India's first metro services, so water metro services. Which of the country will host the third in-person Quad Summit? कौन सी कंट्री जो है वो तीसरी in-person Quad Summit होस्ट करेगी? Options are Australia, India, US, Japan. Come on. A very easy question. The correct answer is option number A, Australia. Yes. ऑस्ट्रेलिया के जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं एंटनी एल्बनीज, रिसेंटली उन्होंने 24 मई से सिडनी में होने वाले क्वाड समिट के बारे में बात की. राइट. सो द इंडिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, जापान एंड इंडिया, सॉरी यूएसए, इनके 4 स्टेट हेड जो है मिलेंगे. आवर प्राइम मिनिस्टर विल गो ओवर द राइट फ्रॉम 2007. This quadrilateral summit or quadrilateral dialogue is actually came into the picture just to make sure to have a peaceful Asia Pacific, right? And this particular group, Quad, works closely with the ASEAN group, the Pacific Islands Forum, to maintain the peace and to maintain the law and order like United Nations sea laws, etc. So that is going to be conducted in Australia, Sydney. Moving on. Which operation has been launched by the government of India to evacuate Indians from the trouble-torn Sudan? सुडान से इंडियंस को इवैक्यूएट करने के लिए कौन सा ऑपरेशन जो है वो लॉन्च किया गवर्नमेंट ने? ऑपरेशन कावेरी, ऑपरेशन दुर्गा, ऑपरेशन शक्ति, ऑपरेशन पोलो. एनीवन? A very easy question. Option number A, ऑपरेशन कावेरी. Yes, by the April 24 25th, सुडान में जो भी इंसर्जेंसी एंड प्रॉब्लम चल रही थी वहां पर से इंडियंस को निकालने के लिए ऑपरेशन कावेरी जो है वो लॉन्च किया गया. Which country has become India's largest trading partner? Recently जो डेटा आया है उसके हिसाब से कौन सी कंट्री इंडिया की सबसे बड़ी ट्रेडिंग पार्टनर है? Options are China, US, UK, UAE. Anyone? No? The correct answer is option number B, USA. According to the data of Ministry of Commerce, recently हमने यूएस के साथ अपना ट्रेड जो है पिछले फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2020 2022 में और 2020 2023 के बीच में हमने 7.65% का इंक्रीमेंट किया है एंड यूएस becomes the largest trading partner of India. How many US dollar has been announced by the United States of America as the 36th security package for Ukraine? यूक्रेन के लिए अमेरिका ने कितने मिलियन डॉलर्स को क्या किया है सैंक्शन किया है फॉर द सिक्योरिटी पैकेज? Options are $200 million, $325 million, $475 million, or $500 million. Anyone? The correct answer is option number B, 325 million dollar. राइट दिस इज लाइक अमेरिका ने जब से वॉर यूक्रेन रशिया वॉर स्टार्ट हुआ है तब से अप्रोक्सीमेट $35 बिलियन से ज्यादा का जो सिक्योरिटी असिस्टेंस है मिलिट्री असिस्टेंस पैकेज है वो यूक्रेन को दिया है दिस इज द 36th एडिशन विद $325 million अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट the Americans are also giving them the latest anti-tank missile, latest missile system, and apart from this, the Patriot air defense system. So ये रशिया के अगेंस्ट वॉर को क्या है सपोर्ट करने के लिए असिस्ट करने के लिए ये पैकेज दिए गए हैं. In which country the Indian High Commission has started the 16th visa application sector? किस कंट्री में इंडियन हाई कमीशन ने एक वीजा एप्लीकेशन सेंटर स्टार्ट किया है रिसेंटली? ऑप्शंस आर बांग्लादेश, मालदीव्स, स्पेन, यूएसए. A very easy question. Okay, the correct answer is option number A, Bangladesh. Yes, Bangladesh इंडिया में हाई कमीशन ने बांग्लादेश में रिसेंटली जो कुशिता टाउन है साउथ वेस्ट बांग्लादेश में कुशिता डिस्ट्रिक्ट है वहां पे स्टार्ट किया है. दिस इज वन ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर इनिशिएटिव टू मेक मोर एंड मोर फ्रेंडली रिलेशनशिप with our neighborhood Bangladesh. Which company has recently got the status of a Navratna as a central public sector enterprise? कौन सी कंट्री है जिसको अभी रिसेंटली नवरत्ना का डेजिग्नेशन दिया गया है? ऑप्शंस आर रेल विकास निगम लिमिटेड, एनएमडीसी लिमिटेड, इंडियन पोस्ट, एनटीपीसी लिमिटेड. ये वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. No, the correct answer is option number A, the Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. जी हाँ, रेल विकास निगम लिमिटेड has recently come into the Navratna Central Public Sector Enterprises category, correct? Including RVNL, that is Railway Vikas Nigam Limited. India is currently having 13 Navratna companies, right? Simply, Navratna companies are those companies, public sector enterprises companies, which can invest up to 1,000 crores in any particular venture without seeking the government approval, central government's approval. So, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited is the recent enhancement or recent addition in the Navratnas of India. Currently, we are having 13 Navratna company. It was started in 1997 when 9 companies were part of this particular initiative. That's why we call it Navratna. Right. So this is it from my side for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Right. So I wish you and all your loved one a good health, good mental health. Make sure to stay motivated and positive for your studies. I'll see you soon. Yeah.